right, so I'm not going to do all of number 13 in section, this is in section 2.4, but I am going to complete the square because it seems like some of us need practice with completing the square. So the rule for completing the square, again, is we're going to take the x squared in the x term, and then we're going to put the coefficient at the end, and we'll deal with the coefficient later. So we're going to try to turn 4x squared minus 4x plus something into a perfect square. So anytime a has a coefficient, we're going to factor out the coefficient. When x squared has a coefficient, right, a is the coefficient. So we're going to factor out the 4. So we're going to get x squared minus 1x. I'm going to leave space again to like add that perfect square term, whatever's going to make it a perfect square, and then we'll deal with the 3 later, so plus 3. So we're going to go ahead and take negative 1 and divide it by 2. We always take the middle term and divide by 2. We get just negative 1/2. Why did it make weird shapes? We get negative 1/2. And then remember, we go ahead and square that, so we get 1/4. So that means we are going to add 1/4, but then we have to also subtract 1/4. So these first 3 pieces will be my perfect square, and then I'm going to distribute the 4 to the 1/4 to take it out. So we get 4 times the perfect square, which we'll factor in a second. So I'm keeping those 3 together because they make a perfect square, and then we get minus 4 times 1/4, and then plus 3. So what's that? That would be minus 1 plus 3. Cool. And then this might not be super intuitive to factor, but it's always x plus or minus this term, the b divided by 2. So that'll always be the factor term. So x minus 1/2 squared. You'll notice those match, right? 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4, right? Negative 1/2 plus negative 1/2 brings me back to 1. And then we just combine these and we get plus 2. And that is completing the square when we have a coefficient.